What's going on? April 8th, episode 20, I think. Pretty sure. But man, oh man, oh man, oh man. In continuation with yesterday, I I feel different. I feel lighter. I feel there's more there's something here. I So today was a bit emotional in that my daughter was going back to her mother's house, and she likes it here. I'm very humbled. I'm very humbled that she loves it here. She loves her room. She loves the going on the bike rides on the trail. That's right across the street. She wants to come back. She asked me when she could come back and if her friends can spend the night. I think I mentioned that last night, but it's humbling and validating for all the really hard, the really, I wouldn't say hard, but really difficult choices that I had to make, and the processes that I had to go through, and just the just the inner work that I really had to focus on. And like throughout the whole process, it kept revealing little corners and little um, different layers of stuff that I've suppressed, I've hid from, or I just didn't want to acknowledge, really. I just thought it was part of me. I didn't think there was anything I could do about it. But like I've decided to not sell myself short in any way, in any form, and it is a powerful conviction of mine. But it's still revealing itself to me. I still have moments of these anxious thoughts. Like today, it was uh, when I was packing up my daughter's stuff for her to go back to her mother's house for Easter. Tomorrow's Easter morning. Um, and I was just going to miss her, really. But that goes along with like my anxious attachment and my separation anxiety, and like my brain was working overtime, and not necessarily in a good way. I was um, golly, what was I doing? I was just like I was creating a narrative in my brain, not even in my brain, in my mind. My mind, no, I won't even say I was creating it. My mind was running this narrative that for instance, and this was where my mindset was. I was packing up my daughter's stuff. We were leaving to go skating, pick up a friend, and uh, yeah, we were going to have some fun. But like my mind was stuck on like, oh, we're gonna miss her. We're going to have to say goodbye for now. Like, not we're not saying goodbye, obviously, but like the mind doesn't fucking recognize that. It only knows that we're being separated for right now. Like it doesn't even know like a time. It's just like, oh, we're being separated. We're being separated, and that's where it kind of fucking just veers off, and it latches on to negativity. Um, and like I knew my girlfriend was like, she was giving me space to be spend time with my daughter and stuff. Like I knew it, but my mind was like turning that against me. It's like, oh, she doesn't. It's not that she doesn't want to talk to you, but like I don't know. It was super strange. Like oh, she must be mad at you because she's not responding like she usually does, or that little neurotic, fucking anxious, insecure train of thought. And like I knew it wasn't true. I knew it was absolute smoke and mirrors. Um, but yeah, it all makes sense now, but at the time, it's tough to really kind of snap out of it a little bit. And that's the thing that's going to take a lot of practice is identifying those feelings of anxiety attached to separation. And like I think it's like my subconscious doesn't attach a time frame to anything. It's like either yes or no. Are we being separated? Yes. Oh, then fucking panic and like blame everything, or like look for something to be a victim about, or it's a real process that happens. So I think like this is part of the practice, like part of um it's part of healing. Obviously, it's not going to heal overnight, and it's still a fairly recent revelation, to the point of like, yeah, honestly, I think it was just like a week ago I was attributing my whole anxiety to separation from as a child. So that led me down the inner child path, and where my focus on the negativity comes from my childhood. And like there's been a lot of fucking good work I've been doing. So I need to like give myself credit and give myself the respect that I would give somebody else who is doing the same amount of work. Like I need to treat myself with respect and love and compassion. Really, like I've done so much. I've done like a lifetime of work in like 3 months. So, oh, that's not fair. Like it took my lifetime to do a lifetime of work, but the results and the progress that I've made in 3 months. I mean, people would probably do a lot of things, like spend a lot of money to achieve the clarity that I have towards uh, my emotions and my mentality and my direction. So I'm truly grateful. Honestly, I'm truly grateful for just the decision to start. Uh, the decision to start challenging these uh, illusions. Essentially, it was all an illusion. Like I believed I was capable of more, so why wasn't I doing more? And it's not like I was fucking a real bag of shit or whatever. Like I've worked full time. I thought I was doing well in the sense of paying bills and running. Like I was part of a community and all this stuff. But no, it was I was half-assing it. Not even half-assing. I'd say I was running at probably like 25%. So yeah, the decision I felt back in probably, well, I felt it like in August, but that was a downward spiral of guilt and down towards the negative side of things. But around November, December is when I really started to question, and like the seed was in the back of my mind. It was like, well, like, is this how we want to live? I'm still young. I was 37 at the time. Like, is this how we want to spend the rest of our life? Wondering what the fuck it is we are actually capable of doing. And would we be happy in knowing that we could have done more if we just had the courage to decide to pursue a different way of life. And yeah, honestly, and that's what it took. That's what it took to kind of uh, help me wrestle with my thought process, and my self image is what it is. My self image was so poor, even though I've proven to myself like there's nothing. Yeah, there's nothing like really lacking except how I felt. And that was enough. That was enough for me to decide to pursue the clarity I needed to really dig deep and to face the work that I was hiding from. I was using substances to escape it, and I think that's pretty much the root cause of any addiction, is to kind of numb it out or hide it or suppress it even more, and push it away, push it away, push it away. I don't want to feel that. I don't want to face it. I don't want to face myself in the mirror. So push it away. Um, and the more you push something away like that, the more it's going to want to come back. It's like building a dam, and the water just keeps building up, and the pressure just increases. And the higher you build this dam, the more pressure you need to hold back. And sooner or later, man, it's gonna come crashing down. So that's the real fucking gratitude work right there, is looking back on that decision, on the feeling of belief in the fact that I was capable of more, and I was not living up to my own expectations. And not that I knew what my expectations were, but um, I wasn't pursuing realizing my potential, and that was enough to kind of really start this fucking road. So yeah, today it was a good day of practice, emotional control, let's call it, mental mastery maybe. Um, it's gonna take some time for me to really um, get on top of that, uh, get on top of my process there. But it was a great day, honestly. Like in some ways, I enforced my mental boundaries, and in the terms of not absorbing other people's energy, that was kind of um, not attacking me, but trying to circumnavigate my defenses, I guess, for lack of better words. Um, but I feel like I didn't allow that to happen. I challenged my own attachment in that I went for a run on the same trail that my daughter and I were on the past 2 days. I've seen our little writings and our marks on the trail, and of course I missed her. Like it's natural, but I can't miss her to the point of letting it ruin my day. I have to face it and feel those emotions and apply that to the next time I see her, to make that time more valuable when I actually do have time with her, and not allow that energy in and affect my being here and now. Like part of it is kind of, I can identify her personality change when she's with anybody else really, but um, she becomes a bit more reserved. In my opinion, she becomes a bit more reserved when she's with her mother or with anybody else really. But to see her come out of her shell a little bit, yesterday and today, made me proud. Honestly, it made me proud of her and of the example that I'm setting. Um, it's beautiful, honestly. Like she loves her room. She put a sign on her room, and I can tell she's a little bit proud of it, honestly. Like we made a list of stuff to add to her room to make it more comfy for her, and as time goes on, we'll add to that for sure. I want it to be her safe place for mind and body and even spirit. Really, I want to introduce her to um, the wayward way, like the wayward wizard way of just approaching something a little bit differently. You know, I don't think I'm like anybody else out there, but at the same time, I don't consider myself special by any means. But it's like the world tells you one thing, but you just got to identify what's right, like what applies and what doesn't. So yeah, I was challenging my attachment tonight, and by going for a run, I did it in two ways. So I felt kind of like I knew I could have spent more time with my girlfriend if I just didn't run, but at the same time, she knows that like if I don't run, then that's not healthy for me. And I no, I shouldn't have said that. I know it's not healthy for me to not run based on the fact that I would just want to see her. And she agrees, obviously. She's a runner too. And as training ramps up, I need to be comfortable in being in my own mind and realizing that even the space that separation creates, it's still safe. It's still safe. There's nothing threatening at all about space or being apart from people that I love. There's nothing hostile about that. It is absolutely healthy to be able to pursue these uh, actions of self identity, like of self expression, I guess. Because when I'm in the middle of the woods during like a 200-mile fucking adventure, nobody's coming to save me. Nobody's going to be there to hug me or nobody will do it for me in the sense of gosh, in the sense of me relying on them. Like I can't lean on anybody in order to get through something like that. And like I know it's true. I know I can identify it for sure. So by running tonight and taking my time and really just sitting with that, even when I felt that like I should run faster so I get more time or I get home sooner. It's like no, that's not reasonable. It's not reasonable for me to think like that because I know I got the rest of my life to spend with each of them. Um, so that's where the practice comes in. That's where the awareness and the um, patience, the patience will come. But like I did well, honestly. I did very well. I took my time and like I stopped and appreciated the sunset again. And I even took a selfie for the first time in a long time. And I feel that I feel my swagger coming back to the point where like I must be chosen. I must be one of the chosen ones, if not the chosen one, because to do all this work and to be where I'm at, to be on not a ledge, but to be at the bottom of another mountain of my choosing and to look up confidently and be like, yep, I'm going to climb that motherfucker too. I must be like, I got to be one of the chosen ones. So, and I felt it in Capes. I felt the faith. Even training up for it, I felt it, the belief. It was undeniable. It was powerful. It was new. It was fresh. And like I had a swagger going. And I can feel that coming back a little bit. And I call it my dragon in my soul, in my spirit. It's bigger than ever. It's badder than ever. And like I just have to embrace it. Honestly, like I am somebody that can inspire people with with my with my words, with my actions, and with my presence. Honestly, like I want to be that. The I want to take that leadership role, and I like honestly, there's no other way to do it other than to eat my own uh eat my own darkness and to turn it into light, to throw this darkness into the fire, into the belly of the dragon, and turn it into light for the world to see, and to continue revealing my path for me. It's honestly like it's a continuation of everything. It's not that I think it was a revelation tonight where as I was speaking to my girlfriend is like I didn't take a step back at all. I didn't go backwards at all. Even after Capes, when I went back to smoking and down this dark hole again, it wasn't backwards. Like there was always that the seed in my head that like maybe this isn't what you're supposed to be doing, like maybe this isn't it, and like gradually it grew and it grew and it grew, and I wouldn't say I broke down, but like I had enough. I had enough, and I quit cigarettes cold turkey because I was fucking done with it. Then I quit cannabis cold turkey because I was done with it, and I quit fucking around with my own damn mind because I was sick of it. And like fuck, how powerful is that? That is fucking empowering. I'm fucking vibrating right now. um so yeah, this is like week one. This is not official week one, but I got my 200-mile training schedule, so this is basically week one, I guess. I've been running a lot. uh, I'm pretty much right where I need to be for week one when it starts next week. So, yeah, we're gonna fucking lean into this because I'm ready. My everything is aligning. Really, everything is fucking just coming together perfectly. And I don't know if like it's very divine, a fucking divine choice where it's like being manifested by myself. Like I am the creator of my own uh I create my own path as I go. Wow. That is powerful. And that is the wayward way. Essentially, you don't have to see the way, but you are the way. Um and if you can't see the way, then holy fuck. If you can't see the way, then let your light shine, and it will soon reveal itself. Damn. I gotta fucking write that down. Hold on here. What did I even just say here? Not knowing the way is the wayward way? Something like that. If you're watching this, just repeat that back in the comments or something. I don't even know what the hell's going on here. Like that's what I mean. Something got a hold of me. The power of Christ compels me. uh, and it is Easter. Like holy fuck, the prophecy fulfills itself. Like that's what Easter is, right? It's God's prophecy for humankind. Like through sacrifice, we can find new life. So, man, oh man, this is powerful shit we're on to now. Not knowing the way is the wayward way. Yeah, and I don't usually watch these videos, so if you're watching this, fucking just remind me what the hell I just said there, cause there's something else at work here. Like the wind was talking to me the other day. I can feel the mountains like they're expecting me home. I was born in Victoria, BC, so I remember the mountains as a young boy. and it always seems like home. Even just seeing pictures of them, that's kind of where I want to be. I want my part of my soul, like a part of my soul is in Mabu. I want part of my soul in these mountains. So, and the sun and the stars and the moon, they all kind of have a vibration that is just more than visual. And while we were actually, I'll end it on this video is fucking long, but I'll end the video on this. And the trail today, my daughter and I were or she was biking and I was walking. But there was this man from Mabu, Cape Breton, and Mabu being the starting point of Capes 100 last year. So to connect with him, and the reason he wanted to chat is that he and his daughter were in our position like many years ago. She's now 25, but I could see almost a tear in his eye that we reminded him of him and his daughter many years ago, and him being from Mabu and us being there at that point in time was a very powerful reminder. Um, there was a message there. There was a real message there that, um, yeah, Mabu remembers me, and there's something out there that is really looking after me, or like calling for me, or making sure that I know there's more to oh, I know there's more to this path than even I appreciate or that I know. So this video is fucking tripping me out. All right, I'll end it on that. Peace, love, and clarity. Let's fucking get this 200 miles, baby. Let that dragon shine, that light. All right, I'm out.